Hey guys, this is Chetan,
This is Arun.
This is Amninder.
And this is Abby.
and welcome back to the Unprofessionals. So last night we talked about college football, and a little bit we saw the first game of the season, a little bit of an appetizer for a 14 game slate on Sunday, and one game on Monday Night Football. So we're gonna go through every single game, eh, starting with the 1 o'clock slate, and everyone is going to give their picks. And at the end of the season, we're going to at the end of every week, we're going to tally up who got the most right, who got the most wrong. And at the end of the season, we're also going to do the same thing. We haven't decided if we have a wager on this or not, but stay tuned for that. But let's start with two of our guys' favorite teams here:
Philly.
Philly
Birds.
versus Atlanta. Who you got? Arun, we're going to start with you.
All right. First game of National Sunday, aka football. Should be a holiday, like my boy Abby says. But first game, the two birds going at it, Philadelphia versus Atlanta. I'm going with my team, the Philadelphia Eagles, as the underdogs.
Any specific
Minder?
reason why?
I think a lot of people are just counting out the Eagles. Falcons defense is not that well. The offense for the Falcons is might be a little shaky. They lost a big piece in Julio. And I know they got Kyle Pitts. They might try exposing that matchup because the Eagles linebackers suck. But other than that, I think Calvin really Darius Slay is gonna be lined up with him, so that he's gonna have a long night. And I think the Eagles are gonna pull through. Their offense, I think they might even end up scoring over 20 points, 25 points, I'll say. I think it's going to be a good game for the Eagles. High scoring game.
All right, let's pass it on to Amninder.
I'm of course gonna pick the Philadelphia Eagles as well. The reason I'm picking them is because we got the backup QB now playing his new position as a QB main role, and we got new wide receivers, exactly what we needed, and pretty much what Arun said, like the Atlanta, like them losing Julio Jones. I don't know, but we'll see. I got Philadelphia.
Abby.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I've been saying this since the schedule came out, boy. I'm not an Eagles fan. I despise Philly for what they did to me 4 years ago, but you can't let emotions mix with results, and that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Forget the spread. Forget the plus 3.5. Just pick them to win the game. I think Philly's going to win this game. They can make a statement. People keep saying they got no players. I'm like, bro, look at the damn fucking roster. They got OD players. They got Jalen Hurts, who I love. They got Devontae Smith going back to Atlanta. They got Miles Sanders, Penn State represent. Zach Ertz is still there with the blonde hair. You're looking at we got White Odell Beckham playing tight end and Zach Ertz. We got Dallas Goddard. What better name than Dallas for a tight end? You got what's it called? Jalen Rager proving himself. You got the best maybe the most underrated O-line in football. Lane Johnson, best right tackle. Kelsey, center. Brandon Brooks coming back from his injuries. Do I need to say more? You got three legit Pro Bowl linemen, and now we get to defense. You got Fletcher Cox. That man looked like the same player than he was drafted 7 years ago, 6 years ago, whenever he got drafted. He looks the same exact. Look at his face. Looks exactly the same. You telling me he's still on a freak of nature? He is. Brandon Graham got his money. You got Darius Slay, as Arun mentioned, locking up Calvin Ridley. I don't know if he can do that, but he can do enough. You got Eric Wilson, former Viking. He can cover. Anthony Harris, he can cover. McLeod, he's back. Come on, man. Matt Ryan is a statue. Respect to him, one of the best players from this generation. But listen, I think his time's done. This is his last year in Atlanta. Mike Davis, solid running back. 28. He's on his third team now. I don't know what to think about that, in my opinion. Obviously, Kyle Pitts, young phenom. Rookie tight ends don't usually play well. They just don't. OG Howard, he didn't have a good season. George Kittle, he didn't do anything. Gronk, his rookie season wasn't great. Who else? T.J. Hawkinson. Everyone said he was going to be the next great tight end. He could be. He didn't have a great rookie season either. Their defense, I can name you two players on that defense. Grady Jarrett, who is a monster. Actually, no, three players. Dante Fowler, who is up and down, and A.J. Terrell at corner. Listen, the Eagles are going to win this game. It's quote-unquote upset, but it shouldn't surprise anybody.
And then to wrap it up, I'm giving Philly a clean sweep here. It's everything that Abby mentioned, plus the improvements that Philadelphia has made simply by getting back their injured players, because they could have won the division last year, but let's Lane Johnson's out. Their entire offensive line is out. I'm thinking that offensive line is going to be the best in the NFL. Right? It's going to be
If
head
healthy.
to, if healthy, it's going to be
Yes.
them and Indianapolis. And that pretty much sets it up as if you keep Jalen Hurts protected. We saw what he did with an offensive line that couldn't protect him. What can he do in an offensive line that can protect him? That's pretty much it. I think Abby and I have raved about Jalen Hurts, and I think he's going to show out his sophomore season. Moving on to Pittsburgh at Buffalo. I believe, Pittsburgh has relatively stayed the same. They offense got a little better with Najee Harris. Their offensive line still a work in improvement after being one of the best for so many years, and then slowly losing players off their offensive line. Their defense added Melvin Ingram. Defense is still great. That is their calling card, but I think Buffalo's offense is going to be too much for them. And Josh Allen is going to go on his MVP tour here. So I have Buffalo winning this game. Arun?
I gotta also lean towards the home team in this first game or second game that we're going over. I think the Bills are gonna contain what's his name? Big Ben. Big Ben's getting up there in age. He's not mobile anymore. I think the Steelers O-line is kind of shaken up as well, so they're not too healthy. Big Ben could be his last season, so I'm not a big fan of Big Ben no more. He used to have a great arm, but he's just not the same player. But Najee Harris is gonna be first game for him, career year. He might go for 100 rushing yards. You never know. I think they're gonna be a heavy heavy offense. So Najee Harris might go for 100 yards, but ultimately I think the Bills will come out with the dub. Josh Allen is too good. They have weapons everywhere, offensively and defensively. So I'm going with the Bills.
Amninder.
For the second game, I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills. Just straight. That's it. Nothing else to it.
All right, Abby,
you
wrap
think
it up.
they'll blow out the Bills? I mean,
Nah.
you think they'll blow out the Steelers?
It's not gonna be a blowout, but I see them winning by at least by like what more than I will give like a -7.5. So 8.
Okay, so at least a touchdown.
Yeah.
Abby?
Riding with the Bills also. Bills Mafia. That place is going to be roaring. They had no fans last year. We've seen it in college football. The fans coming back. Obviously in college you have the students, you have the alumni and everybody, and we've seen it have huge effects. Home underdogs are balling, and home favorites are also balling. So I'm going to apply that same logic to the NFL. All the fans in places like Buffalo, some places had fans, like the Florida area, the Texas area, other locations. But places like in New York, we had no fans the whole season. I know my Vikings had 0 fans the whole season. That indoor stadium was basically useless, and multiple other places as well. With that being said, I think the Steelers are going to be a very good team. But this is wrong place, wrong time. Buffalo. They're saying Emmanuel Sanders may be questionable, but even without him, I still think they got more than enough players. And the fact that if this was at Pittsburgh, I would probably pick the Steelers. But just because this game is at home, I'm picking and I'm riding with Josh Allen and then Buffalo Bills.
All right, let's move on to the next game. We're going to start off with Abby talking about his Vikings going to Cincinnati. Abby, I'm just going to let you take it away here.
Listen, man, if this team does not win week 1, I swear to God, my whole 17-week season or whatever, it's already down the drain. It's going to take a minute for me to recover. You can't lose this game. I'm sorry. You have way more talent. You currently have the better QB as of right now. Joe Burrow will be better in the future. I give you that. Right now, we have the better running back. We have the better receivers. We got the better QB. We got the better head coach. We got the better O-line. We got the best defense. There's no reason this team should not blow the roof They don't got a roof in Cincinnati. That's an open stadium. But they better blow the roof off of Cleveland. I mean, Cincinnati, my bad. But this game, 3-point spread, I'm sorry. That scares me a little bit. The line has gone down. I understand we're not picking the spread, but the line has moved down, which scares me. But the Bengals O-line is absolutely garbage. Next to the Giants O-line. Absolutely trash. Daniil Hunter, when your last name is Hunter and you play D-end, bro, that's scary. And he is one of the best DNs in football. He should kill him. Dalvin Tomlinson, Michael Pierce, Wuhan, Eric Kendricks, Harrison Smith. I can keep going. Patrick Peterson making his debut. He should lock up T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, wherever he guarding. So, listen, I think Justin Jefferson, that's not a rookie fluke. He is an absolute monster. Adam Thielen, all reliable. And obviously Dalvin Cook, best running back in football. Kirk Cousins, don't screw this up. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. Minder?
I'm just gonna give it to Abby's team. I'm gonna give it to the Vikings straight up. It's not gonna be I think it's gonna be a blowout. They should win this game, but let's see, but I'm going with the Vikings.
Arun?
I'm going with the Vikings as well. Dalvin Cook, I think he's gonna have a monster game. Cincinnati's gonna get pretty much exposed by Dalvin Cook. Last year, I think Cincinnati was ranked 29th in rushing yards or rushing defense, so they were pretty bad at stopping the run. And Dalvin Cook is gonna run all over this Bengals defense. And if the Vikings don't win, Abby, this game, you might as well just wrap up all that Super Bowl talk you were talking about yesterday. Because if they lose to the Bengals, and I think this is gonna be a close game as well, but if they lose to the Bengals, Abby, you think you could still win the Super Bowl? Because yesterday you were saying
we can't win this game. Yes, theoretically, could we bounce back? Yeah, but it's
Obviously,
gonna
yeah.
deflate the crap.
yeah, man.
Like, bro, like you gotta compete with Green Bay. You just saw Tom Brady do what he did up in Tampa Bay. That man looked like he's 24, not 44. You got Dallas looked pretty solid on offense. You still got the Rams. You got Seattle. You got San Francisco. You got Eagles could be a surprise team. Bro, I understand there's an extra week this season. There's an extra game, but that does not mean shit. If you're a great team, if you're a very good team, you have to take advantage of these opportunities. Mike Zimmer, former Cincinnati Bengal D coordinator, he was there for a long time. He's going to take this personally. Their defense was so bad last year because of all the injuries, all the rookies that played for the Vikings. All those players are gone. We got legit 7 new players on defense, all veterans, all Pro Bowl level players. Joe Burrow coming off an ACL tear. Jamar Chase looked like he forgot how to catch a football. There's no Joe Mixon coming off a serious injury. That O-line is garbage. They lost Carl Lawson. That defense, Trey Waynes may not play tomorrow, Sunday. They're saying there's no reason why this game should not be a blowout, at least a double-digit win by Minnesota.
All right, to wrap it up, I have the Vikings winning, and I think it's not even going to be close. Dalvin Cook should be going over 120 yards tomorrow or Sunday.
Ooh. Yes.
All right, moving on. We are going to San Francisco at Detroit. Amninder, what are your thoughts?
Me, I'm going to go with the 49ers straight. Yep.
All right. Yeah. Any reasoning, Amninder?
Me, no. I'm just going to go with the
49ers? I'm going to lean towards the 49ers as well. Jared Goff going to make his debut on the Lions. But I think the Niners, they're going to be running all over this team as well. Rasheem Mostert, he's a very good running back, speedy running back. And Detroit, their running defense is trash. They were ranked 28th last year in rushing yards per game. So I'm expecting the Niners to take this game on the road and win it. Abby?
49ers, and I got nothing left to say about this game.
Do you think Jared Goff will have a big game?
Should not waste more than 30 seconds on this conversation, in my opinion.
Yeah, nah. Jared Goff is doomed.
Yeah, Jared Goff is doomed. 49ers, I think the one stat that I will say is last season, their starters missed due to injury, missed a total of over 100 games collectively. So you're getting all that back, all that talent. You're getting Nick Bosa, Armstead, everyone. They're gonna go Jared Goff hunting, and Jared Goff was like,
Jared Goff as a Ram has struggled against the 49ers. Now he's going to Detroit. What the hell do you think gonna happen? Taylor Decker, their Pro Bowl lineman, may not play on Sunday. Nick Bosa, Kinlaw, Armstead, everyone. Jared Goff, bro, I hope you get to see your girlfriend after this game because you may not survive. Your wife, your mother, your father, whoever else you love, because you really may die in this game. I'm sorry.
And that says it all. Let's move on. Arizona versus Tennessee. I have the Titans winning this game. This is simply for the fact is who is on that Arizona defense. We got Chandler Jones and aging JJ Watt and Buda Baker, right? And that offense that Tennessee is putting out there with Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill, AJ Brown, Julio Jones. I just think Arizona has not improved in any of the years they've been with Cliff Kingsbury. It looks Kyler Murray will be a fantasy darling, but hey, you guys get all these weapons, but if your defense can't stop anyone, especially in that division, I think Tennessee runs all over them. Abby, what are your thoughts?
This game is very hard, very tricky in my opinion. I'm taking Tennessee because they have zero corners in Arizona, absolute zero corners. And you got Julio, you got Ryan Reynolds, not Ryan Reynolds. I forgot his name. Reynolds is his name, not the actor. My bad.
Josh Reynolds.
You got Josh Reynolds. My bad. Yeah, there you go. From the Rams. Obviously, you got AJ Brown. He's a monster. And then you got that mutant in your backfield with Derrick Henry. Whoever, I want to see a picture of his mother because I don't know how someone could give birth to a man like this. I'm being dead serious. Derrick Henry is an absolute monster, and I don't think the Cardinals got the horses on defense to stop him. And I think if the Arizona Cardinals had anybody playing corner, they got no one. And Taylor Lewan's coming back. So Chandler Jones, he's gonna have his hands full with Taylor Lewan playing left tackle. So I think, obviously, home field, they dealt with a lot of COVID shit in Tennessee last year. So they're gonna be ready to go. Mike Vrabel, he's a better coach by far the better coach. So I'm taking Tennessee in this game.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna lean towards the Titans. I think this is gonna be a high scoring game, both potent offenses. I think both teams are gonna be going for 30 each easily. But Derrick Henry, that monster is gonna go for at least 100. I would be surprised if he doesn't go for at least 100, 120, something like that. But it's gonna be a fun game to watch. This is by far the most trickiest game that we have been going over. But I'm gonna go with the Titans this game.
Right.
As for me, I'm gonna pick. It's gonna be the other team. It's gonna be the Cardinals. Only reason I'm picking the Cardinals is because them picking up JJ Watt and him becoming the new defensive end. I feel like it's gonna help them improve the defensive side of their line. But as for the offense, I feel like their offense is pretty good. So like everyone's saying, it's gonna be a close game. That's why I think they may take it, especially with them having Andre Hopkins and then James Conner, the running back, and then Kyle Murray, always doing his thing. So I don't know. Let's see.
Right. Let's move on to Seattle at Indianapolis. I'm gonna hand it off to Arun because his QB is in Indy now.
My QB is in Philly, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. But okay. All right. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks this game. I'm a huge Colts fan. I guess you could say now. I'm a huge Wentz fan. But Carson Wentz, man, against the Seahawks, it hasn't been working out. He's 0-4 against the Seahawks in his career. Last time he played the Seahawks, his face was rammed into the turf and his brain was like dislodged and he had to leave that playoff game. So last time he played the Seahawks, man, bad memories. I hope my man Wentz could get his first dub against the Seahawks, but the Seahawks offense looks crazy. This game's gonna be close. It's gonna be a very close game. The Colts have a terrific defense. They're gonna match up well with the Saints offense. It's gonna be fun. I hope Wentz, he's coming off this injury. He's good to go week 1. But I'm still a little I don't know. I feel like they rushed him back. But let's see, man. I'm going with the Seahawks this game.
Abby?
Carson Wentz is a walking omen, and wherever he goes, bad things happen. And his career started off magically, and I think Mr. Sticky Nicky Foles came through and took all his magic away. And I can't blame the man. The man was just, he was a backup, chilling, got called into action after the man got tore his ACL, and the rest is history. The Eagles will forever love Nick Foles because he brought them their one and only championship. Nick Foles will never have to pay for a meal in Philly, in my opinion. He probably will never have to. They are indebted to him for life. And Carson Wentz's career has taken a toll since then. This man comes to practice first week as a Colt, gets hurt. Then the all-pro guard gets hurt with the same injury. With the same exact injury in the same exact foot. You gotta be kidding me. And then the left tackle, I'm pretty sure he's out for the season. T.Y. Hilton has a back problem. He's out for multiple games. This dude is a omen. That's all I'm going to say. I think he brought it upon himself. We heard a lot of shit coming out of Philly that he was a bad teammate, et cetera, et cetera. He wasn't happy for Jalen Hurts when he got the job. He didn't root for him to succeed. And I don't know, Russell Wilson or Carson Wentz, that's not even a debate in my opinion. I do think the Colts have one area they can exploit, that's Seattle's corners. Seattle also, just like Arizona, they got no guys in the secondary. Jamal Adams, obviously he got paid. Quandre Diggs, he got paid. They got good safeties. They have no corners, in my opinion. So this game could be high scoring. I think it'll be close. But Carson Wentz, he hasn't practiced for more than a week with his new teammates. I'm taking Seattle all day.
Don't also forget that the man that he's making exchanges with got hurt too. His center got hurt literally 2 days after Carson Wentz got hurt.
Tell you, man.
It's just,
as we say in our language, panotti.
But I also have the Seahawks. This is simply for the fact that that roster in Indianapolis, I would say is better than Seattle, but Seattle has a leading man that will find them a way to get them a win. Right? And if I had, like Abby said, choosing between Russell Wilson and Carson Wentz, that is without a question is Russell Wilson. So I expect Russell Wilson to lead them to victory. Amninder?
I'm going straight with the Seattle Seahawks. Gotta go with my boy, Russell. He got it. That's all I gotta say.
It's your boy?
He's not my boy, but he really nice. I like
I
him.
honestly hope Colts upset, man, and I'm wrong.
All right. Let's go to a game that I've been debating this game for a while. Chargers at Washington football team. We're talking about easily one of the TVs that we've seen in his rookie year. Justin Herbert just absolutely lit it up. He was a pure gunslinger. But he has no running back help. Going against a team whose defensive line is stacked with first-round picks, including that freak of a mutant in Chase Young. Abby, what are your thoughts?
I think Austin Eckler, I think they're saying he's gonna play, but hamstring, I don't fuck with those, especially him. He tore his hamstring last year.
Yep.
So I think it's the same one actually. So that's very, very, very concerning.
And auspicious.
And he's explosive as shit. That's the reason why for someone his size, he's in the league right now because of how explosive he is. He's basically I don't know what he is, like what race he is, but he's basically Darren Sproles reincarnated, in my opinion. There's a different color. What else? Keenan Allen, obviously monster, absolute monster. Curtis Samuel is out for the Chargers. I mean, the Washington team.
Washington.
Or he's on short-term IR. That's a huge blow. So Fitzmagic got one less weapon. Obviously, we still got Terry McLaurin. But I think Chris Harris likely will be able to take him out the game or at least influence it. Derwin James is back. You got Joey Bosa. This is so hard to call. This is so hard to call. Fitzmagic usually starts off the season strong. That's why his name is Fitzmagic. Starts off magical, and then the curse comes along where he has never made the postseason in his career. Just because they're at home, I'm taking the Washington team.
Amninder?
Yeah,
Arun?
yeah, I'll go.
Oh, okay.
I'll go. Hey, I'm gonna lean towards Washington too. Justin Herbert versus what's his name? Fitzpatrick. Both good quarterbacks. I mean, I'll give the edge to Justin Herbert, obviously, but how much better is he than Ryan Fitzpatrick? I think Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to start the season strong, eventually cool down and throughout the season, like I mentioned yesterday's episode. But this is one of the worst O lines taking on one of the best D lines, and I think Washington is going to have their defensive prints all over this game.
As for me, I'm also gonna go with Washington as well.
I guess I'm going to be the lone wolf here. I'm going to go with the Chargers, simply for the fact that, hey, this is game one of the season and anything can happen, especially with the arm talent that Justin Herbert is. We saw what he did last year, where he goes into Tampa Bay, almost wins that game if it wasn't for his defense to blow it. And surprisingly enough, I'm sticking with that defense to be one of the better defenses in the NFL because, hey, they got a brand new head coach, and that brand new head coach has something to prove. And he worked with Sean McVay, so he's going to have something stirred up in that offense. So I'm going to go with the Chargers here. Next game, close to home, New York Jets take on the Carolina Panthers. I think with Sam Darnold now in Carolina, with his boy Robbie Anderson taking on the New York Jets with a brand new quarterback in Zach Wilson, I think this is a pretty easy pick for me. It's going to be Carolina. Everyone isn't talking about Carolina, who had a pretty good defense. They drafted J.C. Horn to play corner. They had Jeremy Chin. They got a whole bunch of dogs in that defense. And Christian McCaffrey's back, if anyone hasn't noticed, and he will pick apart this Jets defense because Carl Lawson out, and I can't name you anyone else on that defense other than Marcus May. So this is Carolina takes this game. Arun?
Sam Darnold versus old team versus the future of his old team, aka Zach Wilson. The duel of two quarterbacks. This is going to be a very fun game to watch. I didn't even know this was on the schedule until right now, but just taking on the Panthers too. I'm excited to see what Sam Darnold could do with his new team, fresh start, and what better way to start fresh than playing your old team and giving him the L. So I'm leaning towards the Panthers in this matchup. Jets have a record of being trash every single season, and I expect them to start this season with an 0-1 record.
As for me, I'm gonna be going with the Panthers as well. How about you, Abby?
All right. I have one word for this game, and that is the word revenge. Sam Darnold gonna get his revenge on his team. His team that he's with now got way more talent than he's ever been exposed to. Carolina Panthers may be a sneaky wild card playoff team potentially. They have talent everywhere on offense, on defense, head coach. The Jets' future is bright with Zach Wilson and Robert Saleh as head coach, and they got some players on that team. But this is wrong place, wrong time, especially week one. They're going to be going crazy. Sam Darnold, I understood kind of why the Jets were a pick before when they had Carl Lawson. They have absolute no pass rush now. I don't see any way when the Panthers lose this game. They have the weapons. They have the better QB right now. They have the better head coach right now. They have the better defense right now. And that's why they will win this game, in my opinion.
Right, moving on. This is the laugher of the day. I'm sorry, but it's Jacksonville versus the Texans.
Yo, man, let's not even get into this. I think we're all picking Jacksonville. Let's move on.
Yes.
Exactly why I said this is the laugher of the day. All right. This is potentially game of the day. Cleveland heading into Kansas City. I feel like this game, I don't think Cleveland has won in week one since like 2004. Uh, Patrick Mahomes has never lost in September. So I think this is an easy pick for me. I think Cleveland's going to be great this season, but week one heading into Kansas City with all their fans, the way that stadium was, and the way that they lost in the playoffs in Kansas City, I think Kansas City is just too much for them. Kansas City wins this game.
All right, I'll go. I think I'm gonna go with my Super Bowl pick, man. I'm going with the Browns. I think the Browns are gonna beat the Chiefs at home. I know. Chetan said Patty Mahomes has never lost in September. Well, the Browns haven't won a season opener since 2004, and I think they break that streak this Sunday. Odell Beckham Jr.'s back. Baker Mayfield, last time we saw him play, he was lighting it up. Nick Chubb is there. Kareem Hunt's there. I think, I think the Browns upset plus 200 odds. Just for your information.
I'm gonna go with the opposite team. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Kansas City's Chiefs. How about you, Abby?
When everyone's zigging, you gotta zag. I'm all in with Arun here. I'm taking the Cleveland Browns. I think the Chiefs got 3 linemen that are gonna be rookies in this game. 3 rookies. I don't give a shit how good you may be. As rookies, you are still a rookie. And these are not first round picks. I think one of them was a first round pick. None of the others, actually, no, they didn't have any first round picks because they traded it to Baltimore for Orlando Brown. He's the only real veteran they have at the left side. You got Clowney, you got Myles Garrett, you got another guy, Obinjobi. They got plenty of dudes on that D line for Cleveland. Their secondary is far better than it was last year when they played these two teams. And the best thing for Cleveland is OBJ. Your man, Chetan. He's back. He's back. He's back. Cleveland, bye-bye Mahomes' perfect record. And Cleveland makes a statement. If Arun picking him for the Super Bowl, then that means they got to win some of these games that people keep saying they losing. And this is exactly one of them.
All right, moving on. We're going to head up to New England, where they will be hosting Miami. Abby and I very, very upset that Cam Newton was released. But the Mac Jones era has begun for New England, while they are taking on another Alabama QB in Tua Tagovailoa and a Bill Belichick disciple in Brian Flores. Miami has obviously improved. We're going to get to see a lot of Alabama QBs play this year and see how well Alabama has developed them. And we'll further talk about that whenever we talk college football. But for now, I have New England winning this game. Their defense completely revamped. They get everyone essentially back from COVID who wasn't playing. Re-signed Kyle Van Noy, who went to Miami, played really well, got released, and went back to New England. So we know we're gonna see some shit up there. And while Bill Belichick always has something planned, and for all intents and purposes, I still consider Tua a rookie. He only started 9 games his rookie season, so he's still fresh. And Bill Belichick always has something planned for young QBs. Arun?
Yeah, I'm gonna lean towards the Patriots. I think this is a lock of the week. I know we're gonna do a betting episode later on in the week, but minus 195. I think you got to go with the Patriots in this. You could probably parlay them with something, but like you mentioned right now, Chetan, Bill Belichick is known for his defensive tactics against young quarterbacks. So there's actually a stat out there: quarterbacks age 23 or younger are 1-20 against Bill Belichick and the Patriots. And Tua, I feel like he's he's gonna be in a rude awakening, man. They're gonna be all over him. I feel like Mac Jones is also gonna be having a lot of mistakes. expect both quarterbacks to throw a pick or two here and there. But ultimately, I think what's it called? I think the Patriots are gonna take this game.
Who's the one quarterback that has beaten Bill? Was that in the stat?
No, I do not know.
I'm assuming it might be. It's either Lamar or Mahomes. I'm assuming.
I don't know, but if Tua gets this done, if Tua wins on Sunday, it will be the youngest quarterback to ever win in Gillette Stadium.
That's
So that's something to look forward to. Yeah.
Me, I'm gonna go with the upset here. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. I've like when they started off last year, they were on a run. Like Chetan was saying, like they gotten a lot better and improved a lot more than for the past couple of few years. So I think they're gonna win this game. I think they're gonna go on that run again, as they did like last year.
All right, Abby, wrap it up.
Careful what you wish for, Bill Belichick. Be careful what you wish for. Cam Newton, he was there. Let him go. Starting this rookie. I don't give a shit at the end of the day. He's a rookie. And I'm taking Miami in this game. Cam Newton was started. I want to take the Patriots. I don't believe in him until I see it. They don't got the receivers for a rookie. I'm sorry. If Cam was starting, he could do something off of these tight ends and these receivers because they don't got a number one receiver. They got good, solid receivers. Miami, they got Jalen Waddle. They got Devontae Parker. They got Mike Gesicki. Miles Gaskins is serviceable. They have Tua in his second season, and they have the defense with all the corners, Xavier Howard, Byron Jones. They got some young safeties. They got some young pass rushers. I think this is going to be I don't think anybody's scoring in this game. I think it's going to be a defensive struggle. I don't think anyone's scoring 20 points in this game. But I think all this Cam Newton hate that's going on, I think there's going to be some real backlash going on. And I think football karma is coming back to haunt Mr. Belichick. And I think Miami is going to make a statement week 1.
All right. Let's move on to Packers heading down to New Orleans. Drew Brees has retired. Michael Thomas is out. Emmanuel Sanders is up in Buffalo now.
I don't think we need to waste much time on this game either.
All right.
Packers.
Everyone,
I think everybody's one of the Packers.
Yo,
Yeah.
I
Man, the
despise.
Saints don't even have a real quarterback. Man.
I despise the hippie, and I'm still picking them.
that is so.
Damn, that hippie and the Vikings gonna be tied after week 1.
I hope so. At least be tied. Just don't be down.
But Vegas thinks it's gonna be a close game, man. The line is pretty
If
close.
this game was in New Orleans, then I would actually be like, okay, they have a chance here. But this game's being played in Jacksonville.
Nah?
Playing in Jacksonville.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Wait, why in
Because of
Jackson?
the hurricane.
Oh,
Hurricane.
yeah, the hurricane.
So there is no home field advantage here. So I think and there's no dome. There's outside. There's no fan base. It's neutral at that point.
That
I
dome
expect-
helps them, yeah.
I expect more Packer fans than Saints fans in Florida. So I think this is a huge break.
Oh shit,
Green
yeah.
Bay. So I think, bro, before I understood, okay, playing at home, New Orleans, new quarterback, defense is pretty good. Maybe for week 1, after the hurricane, that fan base will be extra crazy. The team would play for their fans, but this is not in New Orleans, so I can't pick them. There's no way.
All right. Next game. This I really don't want to talk about this because I know I'm gonna completely trash my own team, but Broncos.
No. They're
Broncos
gonna win.
versus Giants. As a Giants fan, I hate to say it, but the Broncos are winning this game simply for the fact that we might have the worst offensive line.
Shut up.
We
You're
let
wrong.
was it Zeitler go?
You're an Eagles fan. Why do you care?
I have no idea why he
I have
came.
my reasons.
But let's see. Galladay is out. Tony is out. Shepard is serviceable, but you got Sertan and the other corner up in Denver. I can't remember his name. You got monster safeties. That defense is going to be filthy. I said it's going to be a top 5 defense in this league. Everything says, hey, Von Miller Bradley Chubb are gonna come after Daniel Jones, and I feel bad for Daniel Jones right now because Von Miller coming off injury, he is gonna be perfectly healthy. He is quarterback hunting. They're gonna combine for a total of 5 sacks between the two of them, or 5 or more, whatever it is, because they're just gonna come hunting. Andrew Thomas, good luck. I got Denver winning.
Yeah, I'm going with Denver too. And Danny Dimes better hold on to that freaking ball because Von Miller is coming for that booty. Daniel Jones has lost the ball 39 times since 2019, the most in the NFL over that time. So it's gonna be a long night for my boy Daniel Jones. Actually, not my boy. I don't even like that guy. I thought Sam Darnold was always better than him. I'll be honest, but
Me too.
all in all, I'm going with the Broncos.
Amninder.
What? You already know who I'm going with. I'm going with the Giants here.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Why, man? Why?
Bro, they're gonna be fully stacked, bro. Not stacked, but I think they're gonna be, not thinking. They're gonna be fully healthy, I see what what's his name? Saquon Barkley. Bro, he's nice, bro. He's nice. Look at Chetan looking around.
Healthy. I just told you their number 1 wide receivers out. Their rookie wide receivers out. Saquon might not play. Their offensive line.
He gonna play. I promise.
I don't even know who the offensive.
Abby told me the details. Abby told me the details. He told me the details. Don't worry. I got you.
I would take Broncos plus 7.
Me too. All right,
7.5.
Abby.
Plus 7?
6.5.
Oh, money line.
I don't know what details this dude talking about.
What details you giving them, huh?
I don't know what details you talking about, bro. The Denver Broncos are about to. The Denver Broncos are about to be in Daniel Jones' head. Remember a couple years ago?
Yo, they not.
Darnold played on the Patriots.
The
and
ghost?
at post game, he said, "I saw ghosts." Dude, Daniel Jones he about to see Casper everywhere. Casper about to be everywhere because Von Miller, Bradley Chubb, Justin Simmons, that rookie Patrick Surtain, bro, get out of here. If Saquon was healthy, like 100%, if Kenny Galladay was there, if Tony was there healthy, Kyle Rudolph, Evan Ingram, Darius Slane, I still wouldn't pick him. Because that O-line is that garbage. Your O-line is so bad. They're going turnstiles, bro. Like if you go into a train station, you try to catch the train, turnstiles is about to happen. I think no one's going to be scoring a lot of points in this game. I think Denver, all they need is like 17. If Denver can get to 17, I don't think the Giants can score that much because Denver's defense should have their way. We saw this last year. Daniel Jones came back from injury. He's playing against the Cardinals. And my man Hassan Reddick breaks he doesn't break a record, but he breaks a personal record with 5 sacks. 5 sacks. That's Hassan Reddick. You talk about a Hall of Famer in Von Miller over here. So, and obviously Denver, they got weapons everywhere. They got Cortland Sutton. You got KJ Hamler. Jerry Jeudy is a route running technician. Noah Fant, Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams. They got players. They have a decent O-line. I think Teddy Bridgewater, he won't lose it for you. I can't say the same for Daniel Jones. I give the head coach to Joe Judge. I think the Giants have the better head coach. But I'm sorry, the head coach ain't playing for you, and I'm gonna take Denver in this game.
All right, so moving on to the next game. Is there much to say about this game? Bears at Rams.
Nah.
No.
Everyone in
primetime game?
For the primetime game, anyone in alignment that the Rams are not going to beat the Bears?
Aaron Donald should break the record for most sacks in one game.
What is the most sacks in one game?
It's probably like 6, 7. Whatever it is, he should have 8. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Someone was saying some records on this game because Andy Dalton, forget ghosts, he got to see demons. He got to be seeing demons out there because Jalen Ramsey, he mad because people talking about, Darnell Mooney cooked them last year. He definitely got that in the back of his head. You got Aaron Donald. Matthew Stafford has played the Bears for the past decade. He knows this team. This is the best team he's had, period. Sean McVay, best quarterback he's had, period, ever. I think the Rams, that new stadium, they opening that new stadium with fans. The Rams, I don't think there's nothing to be said here, bro. Justin Fields, he may be coming in at halftime because Andy Dalton may have broken
No.
rib. So
No. You whatever you do, man, you have to keep Justin Field on the bench for this game because
Yeah.
like you just said, man, they're gonna ragdoll this kid, and that is not a good way to start the first game of your of your career. If I were, I know Bears fans were upset that Justin Fields did not get the starting job and Andy Dalton got it, but this is a blessing in disguise because Andy Dalton's gonna stink up the joint. We already see it coming, and why not start Justin Fields in next week when they play Cincinnati or when they play Detroit? Play an easy game. So I'm going with the I gotta go with the Rams as well. But hey, man, Justin Fields, he should not take the field at all this game, man. That Aaron Donald's gonna be coming for him, and it's gonna be a long night if he plays.
I think that's enough on this game. I think everyone here picking the Rams.
Rams, yeah.
All right. Moving on to the final game, Monday Night Football. We're finally opening up that Death Star in Las Vegas to fans, and we're gonna see Lamar Jackson take on the Las Vegas Raiders. And with what has happened in the past 2 days to the Ravens, I don't even know at this point because I was like, okay, at that time they had Gus Edwards. I'm like, yo, with Lamar, they can't miss the playoffs, right? I gave them a wild card spot. Abby was just like, yo, straight up, the Ravens are not making it. And then we get the news, Gus Edwards out, torn ACL. We get the week prior, J.K. Dobbins out, torn ACL. Marcus Peters is out, torn ACL. Who's the running back that popped his Achilles? Also out. It's just, yeah. Who's the
It's
running
left
back
and right.
tomorrow? What's his name?
I saw it.
forgot, man.
Can't remember his name, but I think at this point that Bateman's not playing. I think the Raven, and then they lost Judon to free agency. So I just think there's everything riding against the Ravens. So I can't take them. I got to take the Raiders. Abby, you've been a proponent on this for 2 weeks.
I've been saying this for a minute now. This is before all these guys decided to tear ACLs together, like they're doing some sort of party. Sort of ACL party where they're gonna take each other's ACLs out and play like fencing with them. I don't know. In Baltimore, bro, I never seen shit like this in my life. But I guess they all try to take vacations together. With that being said, I've been saying this for a minute now. Chetan knows this. I think the Raiders are gonna win this game. The Raiders always start off strong. They always start off surprising. Derek Carr, he is one of the most underrated players in football. Darren Waller, top 3 tight end. He's a freak. Henry Ruggs, second year, speed demon. I think they'll use him better. This guy, Brian Edwards, they've been raving about this guy. I think he's going to make some plays. Hunter Renfro, he's 7'11". He's always open. White guy, always open. I don't know how he is. He's just always open. Josh Jacobs, one of the best running backs in football. Kenyon Drake is his backup. John Gruden, Mike Mayock, they got so much on the line here. Their defense, I think, got a little bit better. Yannick Ngakoue, you got him. You got Carl Nassib, right? Yeah, that's his name. You still got him. You still got Corey Littleton. You still got the safety. His name is escaping me right now. They still got some decent. See, the thing is, the Raiders' weakness are their corners. But guess what? Baltimore don't got receivers. They got one rookie who's injured. Sammy Watkins, I understand him. Sammy Watkins can do damage to you, but that's the point. So I think this game, with all that stuff going on, you signing Le'Veon Bell, you signing Devontae Freeman, you signing Latavius Murray, you that desperate, bro. I think the Ravens season has already ended before it started. All I know is Lamar Jackson. If he's on your fantasy team, you hit the jackpot because this man is gonna be playing running back. He may actually break 2,000 yards rushing because he's gonna have to do everything. And I think the Ravens, wrong place, wrong time. Monday night, Vegas, them fans gonna be going crazy. First game in that stadium with fans. Raiders all day.
I'm gonna lean towards I'm gonna lean towards the Ravens, the road team in this matchup. Derek Carr, Monday Night Football, he has been struggling. He's 4-2 on Monday nights, and his QBR for those 4 games or 6 games, I mean, is 46. So pretty bad. So he has a track record of stinking up the joint on Monday nights. Lamar Jackson, I know all his running backs are going down, but I think that makes him even more dangerous. I think he's gonna just take everything. He's gonna be running the ball every play, read option, passing it. But I think Lamar Jackson's gonna have his fingerprints all over this game, running the ball everywhere, and giving the Raiders hell. So I'm gonna go with the Ravens, man.
I'm also gonna be taking the Ravens with Arun. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really.
Wait, Arun,
Ravens are the favorites in this game, huh?
Yeah,
Um,
they are. I checked.
what is the you said he was 4-2 in Monday Night Football games?
As the starting quarterback, yeah.
So he has a winning record, but a terrible QBR.
QBR, yeah. 46. That's I don't know if you guys that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I think the average is what,
Like you
80?
have to
For
no, the
average
av-
performance is like 80, isn't it?
I think it's a little bit higher. I think it's in the hundreds, no?
No, I think average
Average.
80 to 86, and then whatever after that. But I'm not sure. But
I don't know,
it's
but
still a winning
he's
record.
definitely below average. That's all I know.
So
He's
even
below
though,
average, and I don't think he's gonna bounce back tomorrow
so even
or
though
Monday. I mean,
even though his team has a winning record on Monday Night Football, even with his bad performance, you're still gonna take the Ravens.
yes, sir. I'm taking the Ravens. That's what I said. Speaking English.
All right, I guess that wraps it up for week 1. Next week we'll go over who has the winning record, who has the most wins, etc., until we compile it all throughout the season. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.